There are 7 people on this podcast. Just kidding, it's 6. Welcome to the Goose Quack Podcast. Squawk, squawk, quack, quack. Hi.
What is wrong with you?
Is that what we're rolling with? Is that it? Yeah.
That's what we're rolling with, apparently.
Jay, I think we
Oh.
accomplished something today.
What have we accomplished?
We just recorded a new Goose Quack, and not 10 years later, like I said, we were going.
Let's go! We're actually keeping to our word.
We're actually keeping it consistent?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I never thought that would actually ever happen. But
If you listen to our episode before season 2, episode 1, at the very end, it says we're gonna start posting more consistently, and then we didn't post for 2 years. So
great, right?
So you
That was
lived up
cute.
to your promise.
Yes.
Kinsey giving the L on the screen.
Wait. So in the last episode, you said that you needed Royce to demonstrate the L. So
Yes. Yeah.
Very
yeah, that's it.
That's it.
So
Okay.
we are joined with 4 new people who are not on our if I could speak, who are not on our last podcast. So introduce yourselves. We'll go Chloe, Sam, Kinsey, Royce. Just say your name, which I already just said for some reason, and then your favorite show that you've been in.
All right, I'm Chloe, and then my favorite show I've ever been in was John Lennon and Me, and that was with my school. But then favorite CYT show was definitely High School Musical.
Wasn't that your first?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah, so-
Like Jay
First
said, my name is
pick.
Samuel. But
Wait, sorry. Go ahead.
like Jay said, my name is Samuel,
So true.
and my favorite show is probably like 13 with Class Act.
That's what I thought
That
you were going to
show's
say.
That was
still
so
fun. But with CYT, probably High School Musical.
Nice.
That's also what I thought you were going to say. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'm next. Hi, I'm Kinsey. My favorite show overall that I've done was Girl in the Mirror. But my
Ooh,
favorite
yeah.
show with CYT was Big Fish. So
Laid. All right, Royce, go
Oh,
ahead.
God.
If he turns the reverb on. No.
I'm Royce. I'm Royce. My favorite show. Back to you, Jack.
Why do I put up with this?
No. Okay, fine. Don't give us an answer.
Okay. That's everyone.
Bro, is that SpongeBob SquarePants?
No, it's Royce.
That's the first we played SpongeBob.
No, this is
SquarePants.
Patrick.
Okay. Let's not make
Okay.
the intro as long as the last podcast was.
Yeah,
So-
no way it can be in it.
No way.
Okay. Congratulations to Anastasia. They closed on Sunday.
Yeah. It was a really, really fun
Oh yeah,
show.
I
it
saw it
was
twice.
it was awesome.
Yeah, it was a
Uh,
really good show.
Yeah, I did say last podcast I was driving down here and that it better be good. It's good.
Did it live up
Sweet.
to expectations?
It was good enough. No, it was great.
Dang it.
Oh my
Dude, I'm
gosh.
tired. I
Second
can't even
ticket for
nap after
Sunday.
that.
Yeah, he said he was sitting in like the last row of the balcony, and
Oh, yeah.
then he went to the ticketing booth and said, "Yeah, I'm in the gallery." And Mary said, "Do you want to not be in the gallery?" And they ended up in like the 7th row.
I got upgraded to first class just by asking.
I'm graded to first class.
That was very nice of Miss Ramsauer. Thank you.
Woo! If she's listening, which she likely is not.
That's fine. But
She's not.
I was planning on getting here Saturday, leaving here Sunday, and now it is it Tuesday or Wednesday?
It's Tuesday.
It's
It's just
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I'm still
Idiot.
here. I was literally planning on leaving this afternoon.
And
Are
then
you just gonna
we,
move in with
um,
Jay?
Yeah, at this point, yes.
Yes, have
Yeah,
fun
moving-
driving the 6
That's
hours.
actually why we decided to do
Okay.
the podcast. Guys, I'm not to say that I'm moving in with Jay permanently.
That's not true. And okay,
Jack, I'm here. You can sleep on the
dropping out of
couch.
college.
he's
you
dropping
know.
out of college. He's moving home from Wheat Cow Land, and
Wheatland.
he's coming back to
Not
Houston.
weed. Wheat.
Wheat, WHEAT.
You're not doing this again.
That's my favorite line from the last
You're not
podcast.
doing this again.
Okay,
Although
so
the weed thing is true, but that's not.
okay, let's again not get this podcast shut down, and let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
First thing we have on the list is going to be Junie B. None of us in this podcast are Junie B. We
No.
tried to get some people, but it just didn't work out.
It couldn't work
So,
out, so yeah.
I'll let you guys
So
take over.
then I saw Junie B when we back did it in 2018 or 19. I'm sorry, I look down and I just see Kinsey and Royce playing with Bugsy, and I've never been happier in my life. But
Set the
2018, which is
Set the
insane to think
dog
was 5 years
down.
ago.
Yeah.
What the heck? And I saw it and I was really shocked on how good it was because it's Junie B. Jones the musical.
Junior.
And I was kind of concerned. I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen because I've never even heard of the show before. Well, I've heard of Junie B
played
before, but
Junie
I didn't know it was a musical.
I didn't.
And I went to go see it, and I was really shocked on how really good it was. So we did it back in back a few weeks ago now, and Dee was directing it again, and I'm like, it better live up to the last one, and it did. And I was really happy with how it turned out. It was an adorable show. Anyone else thoughts? Kinsey, Royce, how did you feel?
I went to go see that show, and it was so. Oh, sorry. You can go ahead.
No,
No,
please,
you
please
go.
go.
Too late. You
No,
go.
go ahead, Chloe. You're fine.
Sorry.
Here, go ahead.
I think
You're
it was the
good.
same day Jay went because I saw your Letterman, and it was like you were like right next
Oh,
to me. So I went to go see it, and it was so good. And the girl who played Sheldon, I think it's Waylon's sister. She was so. I loved her. Tuesday.
Her.
I loved her so much. My whole family was like, "Oh my gosh, she's my idol. I think I want to be her when I grow up." And I was like, "Yes." She was so cute.
She was so funny. Like because I did Cinderella with her. I did like a couple shows. I've seen her in some few shows. But like she was able to show so many of her abilities. Her comedic timing is insane.
Dude, she's funnier
Like
than
she
me.
was so funny.
Yeah.
And that's
That's
saying
true.
a lot because Royce is a
No, it's not.
comedian, guys.
No.
Absolutely not.
Okay, thanks for agreeing, Jack.
You're welcome. Yeah,
So-
I knew you'd appreciate that. So, yeah,
Okay,
whatever.
Kinsey, Royce, talk.
Oh, I guess I'll go. Oh, ow. Sorry. I really actually liked Junie B. Royce and I saw it together. And I actually played.
Really?
No way. I actually
No
played
way.
Junie B like last year, so it was really traumatizing actually. Because it's like
Girl was
I
getting
hear
war
in-
flashbacks for real.
that's what it was. I would she would talk like Junie B and I would be like, oh no. But it was really cute. It was really cute. I really liked it.
I want to take 2 seconds, more than that. I don't know why I said that. To appreciate Rachel Rajabi for absolutely killing it as Junie B.
did better than me.
She was so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I loved everything she did with that role.
Mm-hmm.
Sam, did you see Junie B?
No, I did see like Junie B, like not with CYT, but like in the past I have. I mean,
yeah. Well, what are your...
it was pretty good. I saw it and like I was expecting less of it than I did. If that makes sense.
That's what
Yeah.
Kinsey mentioned this whenever we saw the show. When we both found it really funny how that show can make a song out of literally actually anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Literally any word pops up in the script, boom, song.
Lunchbox. Talk about a lunchbox.
Yes.
I respect it.
A
It was
pencil.
really funny.
Let me
but,
sing
like,
about a pencil.
Yeah.
But the show as a whole, it was really, really good. All 3 shows were absolutely stacked. Like they were so
Yeah.
good, cast wise, show wise. Brendan's lights for this season, hello,
It's for
He always
every
kills
show
that.
though.
Yeah.
So
always, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
All
I
right.
thought it was funny because like we had the exact same lineup of High School Musical and Junie B. Was it 2018?
2018.
No, it was not.
That it was.
It has not been 5 years. That's crazy. It's 2 again. It's like the most perfect combination.
Wait, hold on, Royce.
Yeah.
Royce, what?
I want to say Brandon.
Oh, I was like,
Can't.
what did you just say?
Brandon. I
Yeah,
said,
but for that
Brandon.
show, we went to see. I went on the hype page and I went to see who got the takeovers, or who got the takeovers. I went on the takeover and I wanted to see who got the awards. There were so many people, but like I couldn't hear who they were because like they would say the first name, like the first half of their name, and all we would hear is what. So we were like, we wanted to mention all of them, but we literally just can't because we couldn't hear who got them. But we do know one. The person who won the Rose Award for that show was Elise Lindbergh, and she absolutely deserved. I'm so happy that she got that award. And Yeah,
For
it was
sure.
a really, really fun show to be in, and that's all we can say because none of us were Junie B. Jones.
I'm glad you all liked the show because last time I saw Junie B was in 2018 with CYT, and the only thing that I remember from that show is just Corbin being the role that he was, and that's it.
All I remember,
remember a single thing.
I just remember one of the only things that I remember from the first Junie B was Chloe during show and tell, just in the front and center holding a skull, and I'm like, because that was one of their like tech promos of her just being like and holding a skull in her hand.
I didn't see
And-
the first one.
I didn't know
Yeah,
about
you didn't see the
CYT.
first one?
Yeah, Kinsey had no idea what
That's
CYT
fine.
was back
I
then.
didn't. Sorry.
I was
fine.
in it. I just didn't. I didn't see it.
I didn't know CYT was a thing until like Tarzan. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with Royce Reed starring as Tarzan.
That's
All right,
that's
so what's
true.
next on the list?
Royce looks embarrassed.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so now we're gonna move on to our second show, High School Musical. And speaking of High School Musical, Jack was actually in the one in 2018. So we're gonna
Yes.
that's like a really cheesy segue into going into Jack talking about his High School Musical about like 5 years ago now.
The whole High School Musical, just the whole entire premise of it is just cheesy. I mean,
You doggy Troy, my hoops boy.
yo,
No.
I just saw the,
Oh,
I just
Lord.
saw the
They
cutest
already
little
had
snow
cheese
bunny.
in it, and then they added cheese to it.
Dude, isn't there a line like "My Little Snow Bunny" or something?
Yes,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
little
yes.
snow
Like-
bunny.
She was
Yeah.
so hot, the slopes turned to slush.
Man, she
No.
was the hottest little snow
God.
bunny ever.
What's so funny about like what I loved so
makes me
much about
so
this High School
uncomfortable.
Musical is like all of the people who were, I mean, except for Chloe, because like I only met her this past season, and I've known pretty much every other lead role since they were 9. So hearing Sam say, "Bro, she was so hot the slopes turned to slush" about Samantha, and I've known them since they were like babies, was like, this is really, really odd.
Yeah, I know. No, like when
Yeah,
I saw
uncomfortable too.
that like Sam and Samantha got Troy and Gabriella, I was like, weren't they just 8 years old?
No,
That's what I-
seriously,
that's
it
what I
was
thought too,
crazy.
yeah.
But it was like you, Lori, Elise, Will Bowman, Adam. I'm like, oh my gosh, because I've known y'all since y'all were literally like about the same height as the computer we're filming this on. But like, but it was
No,
this High School Musical
yeah,
was so
crazy.
good.
I didn't
Yeah, but
actually.
Jack, talk
know
about.
much
Oh,
people.
sorry. Go ahead, Sam.
I kind of knew Samantha and like a few of the other people, but a lot of people were new because I haven't been at CYT in like a year because I've been
Oh,
at like
yeah,
Class Act
true.
and other
Yeah.
places. So I was just like, we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
It
know
was-
a
it was
lot of people
awesome,
leaving. That's 'cause
but
I
yeah.
also didn't do CMT for a year.
Yeah, Jack came back for Legally
Everyone-
Blonde, and he's like, "Who are half of y'all?"
Yeah, like everyone in the callback room for Gabriella and Troy, we all know is going to be Sam and Samantha because it was Samich. From the get go, it was Samich.
Oh,
Yeah, I got up there and they're like Sam Square. I'm like, what?
Yeah, who came up with Sam? Was that Miss Hannah?
I have no
I think
idea.
it
Me
had
and
to
her
have
just
been
got
Hannah.
up there.
I think it was Miss Hannah.
Oh yeah.
I
And
saw
I
the
also,
cast
like,
as a Sam and
I
Samantha.
messed up the
That's
whole
all.
entire lyrics and callbacks, and she like got me back on. It was like breaking free, so I was just thinking about the breaking free note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I saw the show, and you're just like hitting it with no bit, with like no, like I'm like, bro is belting A's and B flats. He could do it sitting down on his phone, bro. Like, it was crazy.
remember
I
some of
was
the
like
cast
actually so scared about that callback. Like the moment I stepped into that
It's
room,
fine.
I was like, I better not crack.
I think they had the exact same thing in 2018 because was I called back for Troy?
Were you?
I don't know.
2018.
Were you?
Well, yeah, I know none of you can answer that question. I know I was called back for like Zach, and I probably
Zach? Do you mean Zeke?
no, not Zeke. Wait, who am I?
It's
I
Zeke.
meant Ryan.
Yes.
I said
Zeke.
Zeke.
Sorry,
You're
sorry,
talking
it was
about Ryan.
Zach Duncan who played Ryan.
Oh, okay. that
That's
makes
You're
sense.
thinking about
why I
Ryan.
was confused. Okay, I got called back for Ryan. I know that.
Mhm.
I probably did end up
Getting called back for
I
Troy.
probably did get called back for Troy, most
Yeah.
likely. But some
Bro's
some
breaking
people
free
else-
for real.
Yeah, and Luca Bell deserved it, and I didn't. That's just true.
Yeah, that was like Jack's High School Musical. It was Luke Cabell and Callan Velasco who For the people who just joined CYT, you likely have no clue who those
Dude,
people are.
Luke has
Um,
the perfect
No,
face.
if
I
y'all
saw
saw
Luke
if y'all saw
again.
Godspell, Bo Cabell was our Jesus.
Mhm.
His older brother played Troy.
Yeah, so listen. They both have perfectly symmetrical faces, and they
We've
look like
had
Barbie
very
dolls.
many
They
conversations
look like
about
Barbie
this.
dolls, and it's
Barbie
upsetting
doll.
because they look so they're just so perfectly handsome, and it bothers me.
Let me just tell you, he
Okay.
talks
I'm
a
just
lot.
Bo. No,
Yeah.
I'm just both.
yeah. Y'all. So let's go, Chloe, and then Sam. We can talk about like who y'all played and like what was your favorite parts of the show and stuff. So Chloe, go ahead.
I didn't know who was going first. Sorry. I played Taylor, and my favorite part of like the whole show for me was definitely "Counting on You," because that song was just so fun to play. It was just so fun to like be a part of.
I
Counting on you,
remember like
counting on you is
sitting-
crazy.
Dude, that was such a good song. I remember sitting in the audience and you did that one riff and my jaw dropped to the floor. And I'm like you did that riff and I looked at Will Stevenson like where did she come from? Like
Yeah, this was actually
my-
my first musical ever. Like the first time I sang was
that's
like
insane.
for audition. Yeah.
That's great. How?
Wait, Taylor's like that Brainiac role, right? Is
Yeah,
that
the one that Sarah Marie played.
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
that Sarah Marie played. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Counting on you is
I probably have
crazy.
no idea who
'cause,
that
like,
is either, but you know.
Yeah. But my
during
thing
Tech
with High School
Week-
Music. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. And during Tech Week, counting on you, so they didn't actually have like pictures of us, and they just had drawings, like, and they were terrible. And so I'm looking at the picture with like a smile on my face because I'm like, that's my dad, and it's like a fat picture of Ryan, like a
Yo.
drawing. I'm
Yo.
like, what do I say? Like,
I have a question.
that's not my dad.
Do they
That's
look
Yeah,
like
and then on the
imposter.
Brainiac side, there was a stick figure of Troy with like money just everywhere, and
Yeah.
it was like such a bad stick figure too. Like the lines were all great, and Samantha looks at it and she goes, and she's like she's about to laugh so hard, and so then I start laughing, and then we were both laughing because of this weird
No, it's- yeah.
stick figure.
Well, I
Wait, so
looked at
Royce, what
Adam.
was your question?
I was gonna
I
ask
looked
you if
at-
it looked like a bad police sketch.
Basically.
Yeah.
It's probably like an unrecognizable
Actually.
police sketch.
I kind of wish that they kept the picture, like the really bad picture, because it about sent me through the roof that the picture of Coach Bolton was Ryan's actual headshot. I found that so funny.
I want the picture signed and framed, and I want a copy. I'll
Want
hang
it
it.
signed and framed.
We'll go right. It'll go right there.
It'll replace your. I don't know what that is in the back. It's kind of
Darth
blurry.
Vader's Baby Yoda.
Oh, it's Darth Vader.
Grogu
Which one would it
and
replace,
Darth-
Baby Yoda or Darth Vader? Which one would Ryan replace?
Dude, both of them. Because I copy it. I print it like extra big to where it takes up the whole wall. So I have like a whole portrait up there.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness gracious.
Yeah.
It's like me wanting to like
Full
replace all my
send.
pictures with like pictures of either Royce or Asa Yost.
Asa! Oh my god.
Asa! I haven't seen Asa
Bo
in
is
a
also a
while.
good option.
Bo is also a
Those
great
two
option.
Bo, Yeah.
I remember looking through the Godzilla
Wow.
photos, and there's actually a picture of him hurled up on the floor during finale. I'm like, what a beautiful shot.
Bro, he was like a little roly poly. Like rolled up there on the blanket. He was like a little roly poly. It was about like roll away.
Holy,
That's how he-
holy.
Instead of us carrying him off, he should have just rolled away.
Yeah.
Like done some somersaults.
Sam, what was like some of your what was like your favorite like scene in High School Musical and why?
That's really hard. I really liked yelling at Ryan because like
Yes.
I respect
I just
that.
had fun. I just was having fun, but I also
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
enjoyed never know what you're gonna feel like. Like can't take my eyes off you.
Yes.
we're in the
Y'all's
garden.
vocals in that one? Oh my gosh.
It was so fun because like at the end, I'm not sure which show you went to, but like I think the last show I forgot to place my flower in the flower thing that I pull and give to her. But normally I would, when the song's over, I would walk over to the garden bed and hand her a flower, and that was like my favorite part because you hear the audience go, "Aww."
I just remember one thing that like shocked me beyond belief, like how much I absolutely loved was freaking Waylon as Jack Scott. He was so funny. And like I loved how for all of this together, he had the red pants, red hat, and the white shirt that said the Velvet Fog. And I remember him
No.
walking out in that and me just cracking up. And his saxophone in the garden.
I didn't realize he was there until the day of the show. I just thought people were laughing at us because it was like a cringy garden scene. And then on the day of the show, like opening, I look over to my left. I'm like, oh, Waylon's right there.
He just snuck up
I'm
on you.
like,
You're like,
oh, since when?
A little jump scare moment. What I found hilarious about that scene was it was really sad where I was sitting because y'all had like the big blocks for the garden.
Mhm.
And so where I was sitting, like it blocked the entire walkway, like the steps up to the door. So like to see Waylon, I was like, because he was
Yeah.
the block was directly in front of where he was, and I barely got to see him in that scene, and I was so sad.
Yeah. I
Oh
also
my
really
gosh.
enjoyed like I think it stick to the status quo. Oh my gosh,
Oh
the
yeah,
energy in that
y'all
was
killed
amazing.
that.
That was my favorite scene.
The energy in it was amazing.
Oh yes,
dance
I love Noel's choreography for it too, dude.
I was about to say, who was the choreographer for this high school?
It was Courtney.
It was
Courtney.
Courtney again.
Courtney again.
Courtney. Wait, Courtney did the other one?
Yeah,
Yeah, she
she
did.
did the first.
Oh.
I think it was one of the first things she did artistically.
Yeah, it'd have to
Oh
be.
yeah, she did. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. That was
That's
so
Also, congrats to
Wow.
Courtney Laird. She's engaged now.
Yeah, she is.
Oh my gosh, I saw her ring at Anastasia and she was showing me and it is gorgeous.
No, yeah, me and Ziggy kept on looking at her boyfriend.
It's
Well,
We were like, she
That's
has a
amazing.
boyfriend. Oh,
not boyfriend,
Morphe.
fiance.
He's
or,
gone.
well, at the
Bro,
time,
Jack
at
is
the
gone.
time, okay, at the time.
That's amazing. I
That's
just now
so
saw her
funny.
engagement photos
Okay.
and they're honestly so cute.
Rosen is Kai Wood's era, but we're gonna
That's awesome.
Kai
dude,
Woods.
that's Kai Woods. We were listening to that video like 17 times today.
I
Oh,
got
you
access to the
We were just
video a few
talking
days
about that
ago
the other
from
day.
Kai himself.
Yo, can
So
you
I'm
send
very happy
that?
to have that. Okay. Set wise, which set was better? This High School Musical or the last one?
I love this one.
I think my answer is gonna be this one too, because the
Yeah.
last one was fine,
This one.
but this one was it looked a lot better.
I
That's
guarantee
perfect.
it's better than the one that I did.
One thing that I was okay. Oh, because you did the one at Legacy, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Nice.
interesting. I played the cello.
So
Just
did he.
like- I know, just like Jack. Jack and I both, we were the same guy.
I bet you it was terrible.
Oh, mine was god awful.
I actually, well,
Oh.
okay. I actually play the cello, so I can tell you it was probably
Jail.
terrible.
Well, I was a cello prodigy, so sorry.
sure that you were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so was I.
Yep,
Bro,
exactly.
I-
Jack and I understand each
No,
other.
believe
the set was great, but the backstage of the set was so annoying. So they had like these see-through
Sorry.
panels, so the lights could change throughout the scenes, right?
Oh yeah.
And we had to
I did the same
crawl
thing.
under. We had every time we walked backstage, like to get to the middle doors, we had to crawl under
It was like a war
under
zone.
those things. Yeah.
I was wondering how y'all got back there. I'm like, how did you do that?
I think I've had a thing like that happen to me once. Where I
Yes.
crawl to get to where I need to be.
Mm.
I don't
Oh,
know.
Yeah, I
I was
heard
gonna
the-
say, Chloe, did you know you've been on mute?
Oh, I muted myself. Yeah, there was something going on in the background. I didn't want background noise. So I had a quick change for
Was-
we're all in this
oh.
together.
Thank
And so I
you.
had to like run off stage and like throw myself under the sheet so I didn't be seen, so I could like button up my shirt. There was so much going on in like 30 seconds, so I literally like threw myself across the floor. It was fun.
That's awesome, actually.
One
I
thing
had-
that I like.
Sorry,
Oh,
you
sorry,
go.
Kinsey, go ahead.
Was a High School Musical at the Bender?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ours was too 5 years ago.
I'm so grateful that High School Musical was not at the Crichton. Y'all would have
Oh.
hated that.
That would have been terrible.
Bro, I would have
Like,
been
there are only,
able,
like,
able to go
there
visit
are
the Crichton.
Well, I
can
couldn't
just
go
imagine, like,
regardless, so.
It's just East High School, like big modern school with like the gorgeous background.
But I
of
think
the
I
Crichton.
Oh, yeah.
The
can tell
historic
by the
look.
show where
Historic
The
looking
age,
story,
yeah. I remember
Yeah.
when CYT did Newsies. That's like the only show where I was like, I can't tell if this is going to be at the Bender. or
Bender,
Crichton.
but most of you can tell you can like look at a show and be like,
That's
yeah,
gonna be
that's
at the
gonna be
Bender.
Yeah, Anastasia. was
Yeah,
after,
I remember
like,
they announced High
Crichton.
School Musical, Junie
Honestly,
B, and
I think that's close
Anastasia.
too.
I'm like, okay, so Anastasia's at Crichton.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
easily.
you gotta
Yeah.
do that there.
I think that was one of the most easy Crichton shows I might have ever done.
That and Les Mis.
Anastasia. I think that and Big Fish was okay.
Big Fish
Crichton-wise.
Okay,
only sort of fit the vibe of the Crichton. Sorry.
Les Mis.
Oh.
Oh, well, yeah.
thank God for our set designers who put the
God
barricade
for the movie
in the
club.
set.
Yeah, that was very
Yeah.
nice.
One thing about High School Musical that I absolutely loved was the costumes, dude.
Costumes.
Did
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
did
I
y'all bring
kinda-
your own stuff?
Yeah, most of that was
Yeah.
my clothes. I'm actually
Like-
wearing the same
Yeah.
That's what
pants
ours was
and
like.
shoes.
Dude,
Bring some clothes. We'll see if we like them, and most times they did. Like, all
one
my
thing
stuff was-
I think we can all speak on this topic. We can all agree that Elise had some of the best costumes I've seen in CYT history.
Oh
They
yeah.
I never
just
watched
kind
the
of
show
threw
and I agree with
everything
that.
on her.
I've seen
They're just
pictures.
like,
Yeah.
I think
She
this
also
would
had
look
the
good on
most
her. I
impressive
also
wig.
think this would good look on her.
I remember her going off from one scene and then coming on like literally 10 seconds later in like the brown like cheetah print outfit
Yes,
and a whole new hairstyle in 10 seconds. I'm like, what?
that quick change was so fun to watch from the wings because you just see all of the costume moms and they're just like throwing things everywhere.
Dude, but that's
It's
the
like-
most
it's all
stressful thing
happening
to
so
be in
quick.
though, because you're like,
It is stressful. That was some
That's how I
noises
felt
right
for
there.
Evan during Shrek because she had to run off stage and she had to change her
Oh.
dress and all you could see I saw a video and it's just a bunch of makeup moms with powder just going like this and just like
Yeah.
pressing
How
all
Ashley
over
felt
her. I'm
during-
like, oh,
during,
you
Anastasia
poor
too.
woman.
Dude, I felt that way during Anastasia at one point. Oof.
Yeah.
I
think
also
means a
thought
lot.
that Samantha Kern had incredible costumes.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, especially like the purple one in the beginning. I'm like, loved.
I forgot
Yep.
that one.
Oh yeah, dude, that was such a fun
Yeah.
show. But I think my main thing with High School Musical was I grew up hating the movie and
Wait,
I hated High School Musical and I was not excited to see the
Nuh-uh.
first one, but I loved
Nuh-
the first one. I'm like, okay,
Nuh-
now I'm excited to see the second one. But Adam, he played Chad. He's not a dude bro by any stretch of the imagination. And so hearing him with his musical theater tone going, "Yo, doggy!" I'm like, "Oh, good lord!"
Wait,
It
I
was
got
just-
to backtrack. I got to back. You didn't like High School Musical?
I didn't like High School Musical. It's just not my thing. I like musicals that make you think a lot, and I'm a dark show enthusiast.
High School
I mean, High School Musical is
I
pretty dark.
heard exactly. I heard Get Your Head in the Game. I'm like, this has so much meaning.
And the game. Get you-
Yeah,
You know,
that's why I don't like
put
High
all
School
my
Musical.
heart and passion into
But
that one.
both of them really impressed me. They were so good.
We're all in this together.
No,
and you
the-
cry.
Yeah, every time I hear it, I tear up.
The quick change.
I cry
the
every
quick
time.
change to
I
get
think,
your head
wow,
in the game.
finally we
was
have
so
world
annoying.
peace and unity.
So I know that Tora Davis got Rose
Yes.
for High School Musical. Do we know who got the
Again.
other awards?
Give me 1 second to think.
You
Oh, yeah,
got this.
so
I
we're-
believe in you. Dude, do we
Yeah,
have like the
so-
Jeopardy thing we can cue, or do we just have to go?
Do we know who else got him? I'll take that as a no.
No, I think Aiden. Wait, Aiden got one.
Yeah, okay, well that's period.
Aiden got like.
Oh, she's back.
No, Aiden got
Sorry,
the,
sorry.
the screwball.
Oh, Aiden got screwed. Of
Aiden-
course.
Oh yeah.
I remember looking at his at the promo video y'all posted on Instagram, and then he was wearing his
that
I Am Kenough hoodie that he wore, and I was so excited. And then when
That's so
when I
good.
went to the show, he wasn't wearing it. I'm like, no. I was so
Yeah.
sad because I'm like, of course, with his character, he would be wearing the I Am Kenough hoodie. It's so funny. And then
I think Atlantis got an
yeah.
award too. I don't know which one, but I think she got one.
who did? Sorry?
Yeah,
Atlantis.
it was probably like Spark.
I think
Yeah.
so.
How many people were in High School Musical? This one.
Just
something.
Oh, they're talking about on the podcast. I'm
No.
dumb.
How many
It was
people
it was
were
a
in-
good amount. I want to say like
I think it was like 50
50?
something.
yeah.
50.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
50
50.
around
our,
50.
our High School
That's a decent
Musical.
size.
I think we did. Did we do cuts for? High
Yeah.
School? I don't think we did.
No,
But-
because no one signed up for it.
That's not okay. Babe. Because they're doing some show in the north during that people really wanted to do. What show was going on during the north during?
Junie B. Jones.
No, the other one.
There wasn't another one.
Yes, there
Wait,
was in the north.
no. There was because I was doing something probably.
Because you were doing something.
Yeah, what was I
Junie B. High
doing?
School Musical. What was the other show?
Was it what?
Singing-
What was that in the fall?
Singing
or
in the
was that-
Rain.
No, it wasn't.
No, that wasn't
Singing
singing in
in
the Rain.
the
That's during James.
Rain.
No, that was during James.
Oh no, yeah,
James.
Singing in the Rain was during James.
Yeah.
So
We're
wait,
gonna have
was
to
it the
get
fall of that
confirmation.
year?
Yeah,
Was it the
figure that
fall
out,
of that year?
But like I was going to say, my High School Musical only had about 32. It was like the perfect
Oh.
cast.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was
That's crazy,
it was
yeah.
really good.
They had to add parts in ours, like because there's so
Yeah.
many people.
they
Like
did
the
make
color
sense.
guard,
There
that
was a color
added.
guard.
There was.
Ah.
Yeah,
We
Yeah,
didn't
they
have
have their
that.
flags at the beginning.
Yeah,
but like
okay.
only in the beginning.
Yeah.
Was it Elf?
It was Elf.
was
Yeah.
Elf. Oh, I
I
was an
loved
elf.
Elf. Elf was
an elf.
one of my
And
first
so
shows.
a lot of people did Elf. I
A
know
lot
that.
of people did
I
Elf.
did elf.
Why only
I
30
was.
people
Story
did
I
Elf.
forgot my character's name actually.
Yeah.
But I was
oh wait, I
singing.
wanted to give out one more congratulations, Ziggy Bernard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Her first CYT show was High School Musical,
And
now
now-
their last CYT show was High
They
School.
started with High School Musical?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
like right when I heard that they were trying out for it, I was like, they're gonna get this Darbus.
Yeah.
Well,
And
yeah,
dude,
that-
they
yeah,
were
she fit
freaking
that vibe.
perfect
Yeah.
as Darbus.
Yes.
And her parents make the best food ever.
Oh,
For
yeah.
real?
That's true. I
Like
Bro,
like when
Chris-
I
Chris
heard her
Bernard is
mom
one of
was
my favorite people.
doing the food, I was like, oh my gosh, thank you.
I'm some Bernard
I was
homestyle
actually
cooking.
so happy.
Bernard homestyle cooking.
Yeah.
Like
same
I
thing.
would just go to Ziggy's house to have food.
No, for real, dude. I remember doing Mary Poppins with Mr. Chris, and I'm like, bro, you are one of my favorite people ever.
Mr.
I
Chris did
love-
Mary Poppins.
He was Admiral Boom in Mary Poppins.
Admiral Boom.
He was Admiral Boom.
That's awesome.
Freaking love Chris. He's so
That's
iconic.
so good.
All right, now is it time for our stupid spot?
All right, so we have a few sponsors. We'll be right back.
Heb, what people from Arkansas call HEB, Keeley, and Long John Silver's. We will pay you actual money to take our fish. Long John Silver's.
Hope you enjoyed our sponsors.
Thank you for sponsoring us, Heb
Yeah.
and Long John Silvers.
Yeah. Anyway, last time I went to a Long John Silver's, right? I'm gonna give you the
Yeah.
kind
And
of
this
basic vibe.
podcast is in loving memory of Keely McClellan, who is resting in peace in Arkansas. And she's not dead. She's not dead.
Yeah.
Two tree
So-
land. She lives in a land with 2 trees, and that's it.
That sounds
So-
fun.
So now,
I'm gonna paint a scene.
Oh.
Okay, guys. I'm
Okay.
gonna paint a scene. Last time
Ain't it? Go for
I
it.
went to a Long John Silver's, right? I was going to the dentist. Okay, I was going to the
Yeah.
dentist,
so that about gave you 17 more cavities.
and by I was going to the dentist, I mean my sister was, because she didn't wear her retainer, needed
Oh.
to get braces again. So I went to the
Lucky.
dentist,
Oh, the Long John
That's
Silver's.
embarrassing.
and then 5 minutes away from the dentist, there was a Long John
John Silver's.
Silver's and a KFC, right?
Ooh.
I know
Like,
exactly
all in
where the
one.
Combined?
location is.
Like
And
a-
know
you
exactly
didn't go to
what I'm talking
KFC.
like a
No, I went
KFC
to Long
Pizza
John
Hut
Silver's. You know
combined
why?
kind of thing?
Because
Why?
they had. I'm just gonna describe it to you.
Okay.
They had this little cardboard thing, right?
Okay.
So they're
And you cut out-
fries.
Shh, no. No. Shh. Listen. Let me speak. Okay. Shh. Okay. So what it was there's a little cardboard thing that you cut out, and then you could fold it, and you could make a car, right? So I saw that, and I was like, I'm gonna get a fish sandwich or fish, whatever it was. I don't remember the food. I just
No
remember
way.
the
Something
card.
on their menu.
All I know is they
Um,
have fish and fries, and that's probably
Yep.
it.
So I got
Guys
the
can't talk
fish,
trash.
and
We're
I
sponsored by them, right?
and I got hey, they're gonna love me after this. And I got the little car and I folded it, and man, did that thing not drive.
Are we surprised?
Did that thing
Well,
not
the wheels
drive?
were cardboard, so it didn't really spin.
Well, oh,
It was kind of
yeah,
I was
alright, well,
honestly
I mean, I'm-
disappointed,
okay.
but like I could put a little like Lego in it and go boom boom.
Go boom boom.
I thought you said it didn't go
Yeah.
from.
It could
It didn't go-
manually go vroom vroom.
Yeah, I'd have to be like go, and I'd just have to push it with all my like toddler strength.
Okay.
Anyway, I
Okay,
haven't been
so-
since.
Oh wait, HE. Okay, so we were on our way back from Anastasia, and I was with Jay and then 2 of his open jar friends.
Yes. Oh, fun story, really quick. Sorry.
That's fine.
So Keely and Lily came from Arkansas, and Lily came from Salt Lake City, and they flew down and went to see the last 2 shows of Anastasia. Well, Lily actually saw the second act, and then saw the next 2 shows of Anastasia because she got there early. But yes, so we were driving back from our final show after we all sobbed, and Keely
We
asked a
truly
question that made me and Jack question our lives.
Specifically me.
I want to hear it.
Yeah. Okay, so Keely asked, okay, so I've been seeing this all over the place, so what exactly is Heb?
And I thought Jack was gonna crash the car. He was like,
Answer the question, Jack. What is Heb?
bro,
And then I was like,
literally just
never call it that again.
Can we also debate what HEB actually stands for? Because I think there's two different.
Isn't it like Herbert E.
Better.
Eel
No.
Butts or
Henry,
something like
it's
that?
better.
It's Henry Edward Butts or Hear Everything's Better,
I think
and I think
I-
it technically stands for both. But which one do y'all like more?
I like
I
it
like-
because it has butts in it, so
Of
I like
course you
that
do.
one
Okay.
more.
it probably is that person's name, but like, you know, they probably made it here, everything's
I
better.
think it's
Because
Henry.
it
It's
is.
Burgers.
because they want people to be like, but so like
Yeah, that's you see, that's
like
my
Royce.
yeah. It's really funny, you know, because it says
but
butt.
I thought it meant
Oh,
Henry
he said
eats
it.
burgers.
Jack did the fastest U-turn I've ever seen. Like he goes, guys, what's Heb? And we immediately just turned back and went to the HEB.
just for
Dude,
safety reasons.
what did
I
what
did
did
not
what
do
did
that.
they?
It was a pretty
Did that
fast U-turn.
change?
Huh?
Did that change their lives?
Yes. It was a kind of
obviously.
it was kind of a mid HEB though.
Wait. I gotta tell you something. If you go in HEB, there's a random chance in one HEB that you will find something called root beer milk.
What?
Root beer milk.
I know what you're
right? I was
talking
with
about.
Travis.
And it's in like a glass bottle.
Yeah, it's in a glass bottle. Yeah,
You both know
exactly.
about
He knows what I'm
this.
talking about.
It
So I was with
actually sounds kind of
Travis, and I was like, "Hey,
No, it
Travis,
is
do you want
not. What is wrong with you?
I was like, "Hey, Travis, you want to try this?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "But we're getting it." And I got it. He didn't try it. I tried it. And anyway, it tasted kind of like a root beer float, but like
Bad.
flat and oddly thick.
Ew.
It was
I'm sorry,
pretty.
I'm just living for Chloe's face of disgust right now.
It was
That
pretty.
feel
sounds
It was
so
pretty.
disgusting. Don't worry.
disgusting.
It was pretty viscous. To be honest with you.
Viscous, that's a good
No,
word.
Royce.
Um,
I looked at the bottle and I was like, "Where's the
Interesting.
ingredients?" And it has nothing on it. It's just a
it probably
glass
doesn't have it.
bottle
Also,
that says root
also, I
beer
got
milk on the
scammed.
front.
Also, I got scammed. Sam, I got scammed. You don't
do you mean
understand.
you got
There
scammed?
was a tag on it, like, you know, for the price. I was like, it's a good price. It's like, it wasn't a good price. It was like $6. Anyway, and then I went to check out. And do you want to know something? They charged me $3 extra for the glass bottle.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's no other
HEB also
brands
has,
like
like,
living in
the-
there's like a
California.
plastic
What's
bottle.
Anyway, I would buy it again.
No,
No.
you're not.
Yeah, I will. I'll go. They
No.
also had some other flavor the last time I went, and I really wanted to try it.
They
'cause
have
it
like
sounded
coffee
abhorrent.
and strawberry and like
Coffee
Dude,
milk.
I
Wasn't
wonder
that
if they have. I
literally
wonder if they
just
have
coffee in the
milk,
first place?
Pepsi milk. I wonder if they
I
have
think
that.
so.
No.
Okay, so let's move on.
Oh, they loved
Okay.
HEB, by the way. I think we went at like 9 p.m. So there's like no one there. But like your local HEB is like always packed. So packed they're building like a brand new one down the street because they have to build a new one. Down
Yeah,
the
they're like
Yeah.
there's an HEB every 3 blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, one more
They're
question about
starting to be.
HEB. Have y'all ever had they make these like 12 flavored gummy bears from that they sell at I don't you
Yes.
can get them on Amazon too, but I get them from HEB and they're my like one of my favorite things in the entire world.
Yeah.
They're so good.
No, living
They're
in
so good.
Oklahoma sucks because I don't have HEB.
You
Like,
don't have
I've
HEB.
gotten-
You
I've
don't
gotten their
have.
chicken salad twice since I got here.
Listen, you don't have
We're
root
going
beer
to
milk
take some
down
food.
No root
down
beer
the
milk.
street. You can't go and be like, "There's my
I don't
root
have
beer
root
milk."
milk.
Yeah, that's the issue that I'm seeing.
What
Jack
we're
doesn't-
saying is
Jack
don't go
doesn't
back.
have root beer milk, guys. We
You need to get your
root beer milk, Jack.
Oh no! Oh,
Yeah,
the
so
reverb.
we did that, and then we hung out. And Lily has never had Bluebell ice cream before,
What?
so we.
I mean, that is
How
also
is it
Texas.
not have
Just in
Bluebell?
Texas,
Do you
know
remember
that,
the
right?
strike on Bluebell ice cream?
Dude, wait, is there a root beer bluebell
Living.
flavor? Because if you melted
Yes,
that,
there's actually a Dr.
That would-
Pepper
that would
Bluebell
There has to
flavor.
be.
well, hey, if,
Yeah.
if you melted the root beer one, that would basically be the
You
same
mean
thing
root
as
beer
root beer
milk?
milk.
I know what to get Royce for his
Substitution.
birthday.
Bluebell.
But yeah,
Well, the fact that it's
please.
our
I mean, it's
birthday
already passed, but still, please do.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
I'll get it
So-
for Christmas.
Okay, thank
He'll
you.
get you some root beer.
I remember
milk
when
for Christmas.
Bluebell
Root beer
had
milk
they had
pizza.
like a strike against Bluebell and people stopped buying it.
Oh yeah, because
people
they
kept
found
getting
some like trace
salmonella.
like something in it.
Salmonella.
It was- I thought-
Oh, I forgot
I
about
was
that.
like-
I remember that happening.
Dysentery.
Salmonella.
Now I don't
Well,
want
yeah,
Bluebell
but
ice
it was
cream.
people were getting salmonella, so the people they stopped buying it and they stopped selling it in a bunch of stores.
Ah.
And then they had Blue Bunny, and that was just bad.
Well,
Yeah,
I
it
remember
was
that
just
people
bad.
would scalp Bluebell for like $500 like a carton.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of wild.
Crazy.
I thought about
But,
it,
like, the
but
older
I didn't have
ones, you
money, so
can't-
I didn't get one.
Yeah,
Bro, Cookie Two Step is
Yeah.
so slay.
That is true.
It is amazing.
So
My
now-
sister can't have it because it has
This better be
corn.
the clip that we
Maddie and
post on
corn.
Instagram.
It,
Us
it,
talking
it
about
will be.
HEB.
This is nothing about what we're supposed to be talking about.
Yeah, so let's
I
move
found this.
on.
I found this new ice
It's
cream that
already,
has
like,
layers.
We're already like an hour
Wait,
in.
Sam, what? Sorry?
I found this new ice cream that's like gelato with like brownie and sprinkled layers inside.
I actually know
of it.
exactly what you're
It's called
talking about.
Talentine. I
It's
know what
amazing.
it is.
Yeah,
So good.
exactly. It's
That's
so
like the
good.
best thing out there, but it's very bad for
Almost
you.
as
Don't eat
good
it
as
daily.
root beer milk. Almost.
I think I like.
Almost as good as root beer milk.
Not quite.
I don't like sweet things, so.
So root beer milk
Kinsey,
is
you're
up your alley.
insane.
I know. I don't like anything that's like sugary. I'm like a tart person. I love like lemon flavored things or like citrus flavored things.
She
I
almost
don't
cried
like.
when she ate a lemon bar. It
That
was
did
really-
happen once. It was so funny.
You cried when
That
you
was my
ate a lemon
birthday.
bar?
Yeah, we went to he took me to lunch for my birthday and we got this lemon tart thing and I don't know why. I think I was just emotional and it was so good that I like almost started crying.
There was a tear.
I think there was a tear. It
I
was
just
definitely a
remember
It was
that kind of reminds
sad.
me of Anastasia whenever I went out to meet and greet and Chloe just has a roll of paper towels.
or when Evan had tortillas.
Evan,
I haven't had tortillas.
So
I
there's
did forget.
actually a backstory to that, but I think we can talk about that later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So-
Let's talk about Anastasia proper because we can stop talking about HEB now and root beer milk, and we can
The
move on to
root beer milk
Anastasia.
was so good.
Check, you don't understand!
Okay.
Okay, so let's move on
Anyway.
from Anastasia. Let's go to Anastasia. This just happened.
Yay.
We ended 2 days ago, which I don't like.
I didn't either.
I didn't like
it for 2
either.
days.
Yeah.
I've gotten.
Feels like it was so much longer.
He's
ago.
over it.
It's not that
Oh
I'm
my
over
gosh,
it.
yeah. Anastasia was a
had school
crazy,
since then, man.
insane show. Mika went
Oh,
hard.
sorry. Oh, don't get me started.
Bro, I'm sleepy. still.
Mika went
I'm
so
so-
hard on this show. She ate Slay devoured.
No words.
Dude, I could still take a big fat nap. I'm so tired. Like,
go.
That's
you
valid.
do?
There you go.
No.
Then leave,
doing
Royce.
this.
No.
I will
Then
take.
leave.
I will take a big fat nap whenever I'm done. Okay.
And I will apparently still be here, so
Yeah, you're just gonna go downstairs. You're gonna see Bugsy, and I'm gonna be
I'm gonna
taking
sit
a
on the
big
couch with the
fat
dog,
nap.
and he's gonna take a nap. It's gonna be,
Yep,
it's gonna be great.
exactly.
What time is it? It's like
Royce,
I'm
your
not
CYT
leaving
journey
until
is
10,
over. How
so-
sad is that? You aged out.
Me too.
Well, you didn't
too?
age
Oh my
out.
God, you're not aged out.
You didn't
Technically, I
age
am.
out. No, you're not yet.
Okay, wait.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
I technically
can't
you're
do
not
any
yet.
more shows.
But-
Can we acknowledge how Jack was just like, congratulations to Ziggy, and now you're just like, how sad is that, Royce? You're done.
Yeah,
Congrats to Royce,
amazing.
everybody.
No, yeah.
I deserve all the
Every
accolades.
KYT
I
Actually,
actually don't
Here's
agree
some
with that.
highlights. And that's
Yeah,
it.
anyway.
Most Bear fans.
Okay, so Anastasia, who did we all play?
Dude, I peeked
I'll go
earlier.
first, then Royce goes, then Kinsey goes. I played Gleb. It was my first time playing a villain. It was terrifying. Royce,
Slay.
go.
I was Dimitri.
Dimitri?
Yeah, that was
You can
me.
find Dimitri at HEB.
I had a little bag and a dream.
Which you left on stage a couple of times.
I did, but we're gonna ignore that. It's your turn.
I stay on the floor.
Dimitri at HEB. Give us a second.
Okay.
Dude, what do you think Dimitri's
wait.
favorite beverage
Dude,
is?
head to
I just gotta ask
Dimitri,
you.
it's a root beer milk.
What do you think his favorite beverage is?
Okay,
Root
Root
beer
beer milk,
milk
root beer
blended with
milk.
some
Go.
Pepsi milk,
Go.
man.
Yeah.
With some
Okay,
ice,
I'll
make
go.
a little.
Oh, shh.
Okay.
What
So,
about coconut
um,
banana milk?
Yeah.
Ooh, dude, blend that with some ice and some root beer milk, and you
About
got a
milk.
drink.
Anyways, I
Give me-
played. Sorry, I can't.
Let's talk about
Um,
Anastasia. We're talking about Anastasia.
Okay. I played. I was the Lily understudy. I also played Marfa, and I was and one of the advanced dancers.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Who would name a
Wonderful.
child Marfa? I'm still
Oh,
wondering.
I forgot to
Oh.
mention this. I forgot to mention this. I also covered Dimitri.
Oh yeah. I mean, like not originally, and then all of a sudden you like were. It was
Yeah, all of a
not
sudden you
original.
were like,
know-
Not originally.
It's
I
so
got through
funny.
Anything Goes, and I got through Imagine 3, and I'm like, I have so much more time than I thought. So I
Yeah.
told Phil, I'm like, hey, if you need a cover for Dimitri, I will. And then I was.
honestly, made me less stressed because if I got sick,
Mm.
there was no one. So
You're
if I
welcome.
got sick,
No, I'm just kidding.
Do you
You're
know, do you know
welcome.
what Jay told me 2 days ago? Or it might have been yesterday. I was just like, all right, Jack, if you were in Anastasia, whose boy's role would you have stolen?
Who do you think? Are you saying? Wait. Are you saying you think you would have taken my role, Jack?
No, I'm saying that's what Jay said. I didn't answer the question because that's rude.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
feel like you. Never mind.
Say
What were
it.
you gonna say?
I feel like you would have been a really good Count Apolitov. You know what I mean?
True. True. I can see that because I
But
was
Will
saying
is
We
also
love,
good
we
at that.
love Will. Will did an amazing job. Just so you know.
No, I was
Just
I was
saying.
I don't
gonna
know if
say
Jack-
I
I don't know if
told
you would have
him.
stolen any of them.
No, I told him because
I don't
I'm
know.
like,
I'm not. I don't know. I just don't know.
no,
I
I
just don't
told
know.
him.
It's
I
not
said,
necessarily you wouldn't have.
but if you did Anastasia, I think you would have absolutely stolen Gleb from me.
No, I wouldn't have. Well, I don't. Maybe.
I don't know, Jay.
No,
I don't
think
know,
he
Jay,
would've.
he
Jay.
wouldn't have. No, he wouldn't have. No offense, Jack.
I think
I'm just kidding.
I
Um,
honestly
suck,
think Jay would have
honestly.
played it better.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I know.
I think.
I know that's not what
I
you
think.
Sorry.
I think vocally you're phenomenal.
that's it.
But no. Wait, I'm trying to formulate in the old noggin. But like also, like I feel like you're a lot better suited for some roles, like for instance, Patrick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
And like
That makes perfect sense. I don't think
Valjean,
I.
and then
I
don't think
but
I
Jay has
fit
like a
Gleb.
certain like warmth and power to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I fit in a certain
Airiness.
type of role, and then, like for example, when I got Callahan this summer, I was like, "Wow!"
Wow.
So, yeah, I completely get what you're saying, though. So,
Yeah.
okay.
No, for me, I forgot what I was gonna say, so continue.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
so you can find Dimitri at HEB. Go buy the root beer milk.
Move on.
Yeah, root beer
Yeah.
milk mixed with Pepsi milk is
Jay,
his
like you
favorite
said,
drink.
like you were there if Royce got sick. I was actually so scared that Will was gonna get me sick because he was sick during Descendants, and I was actually like, I was taking so much medicine. I was so scared.
Did you ever
Everyone
get
got
sick
sick
during
during
that?
that show. I heard.
Speaking
about
of
it.
taking medicine,
I wasn't in Descendants. That was like the start of the year I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah,
that's-
true. Yeah, I remember during Descendants, we like one person got it, and then it struck the whole cast.
Yeah,
I-
it's.
I was
spread like
contemplating. I was
wildfire.
like,
It's actually
should I do
crazy.
this show or should I go do different companies? So I decided to go do a Footloose with Class Act, and I didn't
Footloose
get
was
sick.
a really cool show, though. I liked Footloose.
But Anastasia, whoa! I mean,
It was crazy.
Anastasia,
saw it
we
twice.
had 2 weekends. It was a lot. A
Bro,
lot. We had a lot of like medical problems.
We did.
Oh,
I
true.
know about that.
Rita
From
sprained her
the
ankle.
first weekend, Rita sprained her ankle running in the alley backstage, and then I think it was I don't remember what show it was. It might have been like
Right.
Saturday matinee, and so it was Saturday matinee, and
Anna had a heat
So-
stroke.
Anna had a heat stroke. The same show.
Wait, that was the same show.
No, it was
I think
Sunday
was
when it
the-
happened.
The Sunday show. But yeah, Rita sprained her ankle, and so then the dancers, there were like 7 of
There
us,
were 8 dancers.
and we had to complete. There were 8. I don't
think
know.
so.
And I don't know. There were 7 in some numbers and 8 in others. So like
Mhm.
we had to re-choreograph like half of the.
It
entire
depended
numbers
when
back
Kenley
to
was
the-
young Anastasia.
Yeah, Kenley was young Anastasia in some numbers, like once
No,
upon
she
a
was teen
December.
Anastasia, not young Anastasia.
Oh, well, yeah.
Same difference.
So-
They
Yeah,
were both
it is-
Anastasia.
right.
Anyways, I was speaking Royce Reed. But so
Yeah, we
like,
can't say last
you know,
names. We can't say.
Stop.
haha. Anyways, but so yeah, like some of the numbers. The first weekend was like medically weird, and then the second weekend, Ella was having asthma attacks.
Oh, yeah.
Kate was having some things going on.
It's not good.
Anna was having some pain in her ankle. I tried to pass out during the Saturday matinee. Like
Kinsey almost
it
broke
did
her
not go
toe.
Kenzie almost
That's
broke her
fun.
toe the Saturday
Did
night
you just refer to
show.
yourself
Did you
as
just- did you
Kinsey?
just
Yes, I
refer yourself
did.
in the third person.
And then
Exactly.
Brenna was perfectly fine.
Brenna was the only one that didn't have anything wrong with her. So
Yo.
like when we did strike, we did a dropping like flies, as Hope liked to call it. So
Yo, you
That's what
reminded
they
me
were
of
trying.
something,
I had no
though.
idea what you guys were saying during that.
You just
strike.
reminded me of something though with Ella during the ballet.
Mhm.
Okay.
what happened to Ella?
No, nothing happened to Ella. It was
Oh, I
just
know what you're
always
talking about.
really
Okay.
funny
What
because
happened to Ella?
she'd be in character while facing the audience, but then she'd turn away and I'd see her go like,
Ella always had hair in her face, and she was
Always.
really mad
That's what
about it.
happened. Whenever y'all did whenever y'all
like I would
walked,
have to
this
watch her
during
while she's
ballet,
doing that.
I remember Evan looking dead at me. One time she goes, It's just like
I always accidentally looked at Ashley, and Ashley like would smirk at me, and then I'm like, stop, because I'm like trying to dance. And I'm,
remember
like, trying
during
not to
one show,
laugh.
I'd love to break you guys. That's always how it is whenever you make eye contact with someone on stage. Like if you're in the audience with someone and you like accidentally look at them, you're like, oh shoot,
Especially if
can't
you
do
know
that.
them.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
It's
Josh-
like director's
Josh-
artistic
Josh-
scene.
I did that during.
I have done it a couple times.
your
Yeah.
song, the what is it? Still Reprise or whatever that one
Eva
is.
Flows reprise, right?
Neva Flows Reprise. I would do that because we're supposed to look like out and away until we look in, and so there's like always somebody sitting like right there, and I'm trying to look at this light fixture on the wall.
I-
No,
And
Josh,
it's just, like really stoic, and I'm
was-
like, oh, I'm like looking at this one person in the bottom.
Josh was in the
Can't.
front row, and I was looking down at him, like straight at him in the eyes, and he just looked at me smiling like this. And I was
Yeah.
like, I started to break character. I could, but like I was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I
like,
loved
you-
during ballet. Like I love to try to break you guys. I looked at
Especially when
looked-
we go
remember
back
I
up the
looked at
stairs.
Kate. I looked at Kate once and I went, and then she broke and she never looked at me again. And then I looked.
I wouldn't either.
I always whenever
You looked at me once.
Kenley and Evan would do like the bum bum da, da, and like, in the very back. And I would like look over to them for 1 second, and I would look at Kinley, and I would like raise like one eyebrow, and then she
Mhm.
started laughing.
Yeah.
And for that part where y'all were going up the stairs during the Dowager's part, Kenley was like
I would look at- I
directly
would
in
look at
front
you
of me.
too.
Like Kinley was directly in front of me. So one show she looked at me, and she's like, "You dare?"
There was
And
one
then,
show where Evan decided to like. There's this thing where we like spin and then we like put our hands up, and Evan she's standing there and she goes, and then she just jumps away, and I look at her, and it was when we go back up the stairs, and she's looking at me, and she's just like trying not to laugh. I'm like, Evan, stop looking at me.
During
Um,
rehearsals for when I yelled at Ryan during High School Musical, he was like, "I'm going to make you break." So then we're like, I'm yelling at him, and he looks at me, and goes, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Dude,
That happens-
I
that
had
happens
my
during Les
favorite
Mis.
time. My favorite thing in Anastasia to do was during my Marfa scene. He hates this because I would
so
be like,
handsome,
if you were so
Dimitri.
handsome, Dimitri, I'd have to report
I
you.
loved
And I would try to
loved
get I loved it so much because I would try to get as close to him as possible, and he's just like out.
I got
so
used to
fun.
that
I saw
for a
that during the
bit.
first
We
show,
did,
and I was
the
like,
first
that has to
rehearsal.
be on purpose, right?
Oh no, it was so on purpose. But like our first rehearsal, he was just like he's standing there like this. He's like, I hate this so much.
Mhm.
I think
It
that's
felt
perfect,
uncomfortable. It
actually.
was really funny.
That's really funny.
Yeah,
and then
that's really
Rita during ballet, she looked dead at me during like my past and my future so near, and she goes. She does the lip
That's
bite. And I'm
amazing.
like, oh god.
Nah,
It's like
Josh
horrifying.
is the one who would always make me break
That makes
on
sense.
stage.
What's
Um,
going on?
What did I leave my?
Like,
leave
specifically
my
whenever he would
stuff.
mess up, it would make me laugh because it happened on the first rehearsal, right? The word is aristocrats.
I forgot.
About-
Yes! Oh my God.
about five different times he said aristocats, like the
Aristocats,
hit
like the
Disney
movie.
like the hit animated Disney movie, you know.
Just imagine
Yeah,
he goes onto the train.
wants to
He just goes onto the train and
that's the
everyone
name.
is singing their scales and their arpeggios.
Yeah, but that
The duck
and
walk.
then
Oops.
I don't know how to describe it, but all of a sudden in
Oops.
Perry, he just actually I do know how to describe it. It's not
Oh.
that hard to describe. Someone's hat fell off. I think it was
This
Ella's.
is the final show.
I think it was Ella's, right?
Yeah,
It was
and he
Ella's
picked
hat.
it up. and
I
put it
no,
on.
I saw that the hat fell off. I saw the hat fall off, and then I went to my corner, right? And then towards the end, I turn my head and I look at him, and I do a little double take. I'm like,
So what happened was Ella's hat was not pinned on correctly and it fell on the floor. And so there's this moment that I noticed it and I didn't have the chance to pick it up because I was dancing. So he grabbed it and like was holding it. And then there's a moment where we do like a slow-mo section where they're singing.
wait, it was during that?
It was during that. And so he comes up to me every day and he does like a, and I like curtsy back at him and I was like, here, give me the hat. And he was like, no, I want it. And I was like, okay. So at the very end of the song, we all end and we get up and we start walking off. And Evan walks up to him and he had put the hat on at that point. And it's
It was
not like a
blue,
normal
It was
hat.
like a bright
It's a blue,
flowery
frilly,
hat.
like flowery hat.
Yeah, it's kind of like a bandana.
it was like
almost
I was
in
like a
way.
bandana hat.
Not
thing.
bandana,
I don't know.
headband.
I don't really know what it
Headband
was.
is the word I
Okay,
was
yeah,
looking
I was
for.
just following what you said. But so he had it on and it was frilly and cute. And so Evan
It was-
walks up to
it was
him
really
and
cute,
he
yeah,
and she
especially on Josh.
snatches it off his head and goes and walks off. And I heard the entire audience start laughing, but I didn't know that happened. And so I went upstairs and Evan was like, I just did something awesome. And I was like, what just happened? Apparently it was really funny. I didn't get to see it. Though, so
I
it was
just
really
remember
fun.
looking at like the big TV that's in the back after Perry, and all I see is the final because I mean after Saturday night I could not sing during Perry because that song is too high, and I didn't want to literally kill myself before Neva Flow's reprise. So I go out of my dressing
My hard
room and I
songs were
go to the well
done.
before Land of Yesterday, and I look at the final
Land of
pose, and
Yesterday.
Josh has Ella's hat on. I'm like, and and I'm watching it, and I notice it, and I just go.
Wait, Neva
That's not
Flow's
even the funniest blooper of any show
yeah.
or rehearsal.
Neva Flow reprise is the video that Evan got of like the terrible audio in the dressing room, right?
Yes.
I'm adding
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's so funny.
Evan got a wonderful video of my big song where I'm holding a gun to Hope's head.
Yeah.
But it's over the comms in the dressing room, and
Yeah,
let's just take
It
a
gives
quick.
off this vibe, kinda.
Yeah.
Like,
So
it gives
we're
off this
just gonna
vibe.
we're just gonna play that for you real
Yep.
quick.
I'm putting it on here because it's so muffled. It can't get copyrighted. So
Okay, so all right, we're back. Yeah, so that's how it sounded in the dressing room. It was
Hey.
great. But
Hey.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Reverb.
Stop
Oh,
putting
yeah.
reverb on
Yeah,
you.
okay, we need some audience perspectives. So this might be some of the best acting I've ever seen in the CYT Houston show. Yeah, not only Royce and Josh and especially Jay. Hope did amazing.
Hope did absolutely
Hope-
amazing. I love
Hope
her
the
so
way
much.
the way that she navigates her high notes gives me life.
I know.
Hope had amazing vocals. Her acting was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, one of the best performances I've ever seen from a person in CYT Houston.
Period. She was so
Period.
good. She was
Like, that
incredible.
was so good.
I
Her
mean, that
in
is
my
a
dream-
challenging role. It's a really
Yes.
challenging role, and to see her play like Belle versus Anya is so much of a different character.
Like
that
they're
honestly,
both princesses, but like
no, yeah, they
They're
are,
very
but they're
different
they have
princesses,
very
yeah.
different ideals and
Yes, exactly.
wants and needs. And honestly, the way she was able to contrast those characters was really impressive.
Yeah, they're very contrasting. One has Stockholm syndrome, one doesn't.
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
I can't fault you
Stockholm
for saying
one
that.
doesn't. Oh my
You're not
God.
wrong. Is the thing. It's the hard part.
Yeah, I know I'm not wrong. It's
Yeah, you got a point, dog.
yeah.
Wow.
Lighting
so
was
glad I don't have
amazing.
Stockholm
Vocals were
syndrome.
amazing. Both done by Brandon.
Why are you
Let's
looking at me?
go.
Which were amazing.
Speaking
yeah.
of vocals, Brandon loved to make us cry. So on the final show,
Oh,
they're like, "What song should we sing at
that
the
was
end?"
so rude.
And Brandon, being as rude as he is, chose. That's a joke. He said he chose "Stay I Pray."
say I
You.
pray you.
And I'm like, freaking seriously? We
Let me
had
just
the
tell you,
finale.
I was crying
We had
so
the
hard.
finale, huge, beautiful harmonies. Nope, the saddest song in the whole show. I also had because there was like a group of the Littles by the stage,
I was about to mention
and
that.
they were all just
Bawling their
Boom.
eyes
Me
out.
and Ashley were literally sobbing, and Ashley was like holding me, and he was just like kind of standing there.
Ashley
so-
was
and
mad at
Royce
me
was
for
just
not
kind of
crying.
like,
He did tear up at the end of the show, though. I saw it.
At Bow, I teared up, but I'm good at suppressing my emotions, so I blinked and it was gone.
That's not a good thing.
No, it's a great thing.
Anyway.
You're
that's
right.
not a good thing.
I'm surprised you didn't show
That's
any
not a
emotion.
good
It's your last time doing a
During the
CYT
end of High
show
High School
ever.
Musical, Miss Hannah
Mhm.
was like, "Let's sing all together now, one last time."
Mm.
And I'm
We're all in
like,
this together.
or yeah,
We're all
I
in
know
this
I said
together.
that, but
They
yeah.
choose the song that has the most meaning for saying goodbye. It's
And then
very
for
rude.
Newsies, they chose Once and For All. Like
They did?
Yeah.
They did.
Okay.
I mean, that's the song that
What
we
was
did
Big
like
Fish?
every single day
What was
to warm
Big
up.
Fish?
So, like,
Royce, weren't you Romeo?
What?
no, Jake was
Hmm?
Romeo.
Were you
It was,
Romeo
it was
in,
Albert?
I was Albert.
Who was Romeo? Was that
Jake
Jake?
Ziegler.
Yeah.
Big Jiggler, my man.
Because I remember him doing
but-
like a backflip off a table. And I was like, dang.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No, that was me. I did the backflip.
So true.
Yeah, I bet it was.
No, it wasn't.
But I just remember on the first weekend, I do the show. I do opening night. I'm fine. Perfectly fine. Weather switches like crazy and it's rainy and horrible. My voice is gone. And I'm like, oh. But I wake up in the morning and my mom's like, hi. And I'm like, and she's like, oh no.
No, I saw on Discord you were just like, I don't think I can go on.
No, it was fine. I was fine until Saturday night. Saturday at
That's
2
what it
went
was.
well. And then Saturday night, I'm like, this is bad. This is horrifying. And Lyric almost had to go on for Sunday because I just
Yeah.
I was worried about me on the last Sunday because my voice was feeling
I was also a tad
the-
worried
on
for
the
me
Saturday-
on Sunday.
on the
worried
Saturday
about it
on
for
the
me on
Saturday
Friday.
night on the Saturday night before. Oof. That Saturday night was rough for me vocally.
I went on for Ashley on Thursday.
Oh yeah, and you
That
slayed.
was-
You did so good.
No,
you
not
just
so much.
did.
Girl, I fell down the stairs.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I
You
slipped
just
down the
take
stairs and
all
just.
that you said.
No, I just no, I said yeah to the thing.
Oh yeah.
But I loved your land of yesterday.
A lot of people fell. Oh, thank you. A lot of people fell down those stairs, and I remember. Ashley had done it like the first, like I think it was like the second day of tech. Ashley did it and hurt herself, and
I
so I
remember.
slipped in the same scene on the same moment, and so I did the same thing on my run, and Ollie just turns around and goes, "Girl, again?
Girl,
Just like-
again.
Sorry." And I went, "Your Majesty, I'm sorry.
Not
I'm
to,
sorry."
Not to brag, but I never
I
fell
don't
down
care.
the stairs.
Nobody
There were a
asked for
few
it.
times where I almost did, for sure, because I almost overstepped on a few of them and just like took a big tumble.
So many people fell down those stairs.
But I mean, I've definitely fallen down those stairs before.
we both fell down those stairs during Big Fish at some point.
I fell down them. During
When did you fall down the stairs in Big Fish?
A lot of things happened in Big Fish. Okay.
True.
What happens in Big Fish
Jonathan
stays
in
in
Big
Big
Brown.
Fish.
I remember
Only I was in
Jonathan
Big
Brown
Fish.
during USO. He missed the step, and there were big gaps in between the stairs.
I don't
And
know
so
where this is going.
he for real just missed, and one leg was like this, and one leg was like bam, and it
You know what that
fell,
reminds me of?
and I'm like off
What
stage.
does it remind you of, Royce? What?
When Jay kicked my face.
This again?
Yeah,
He's gone.
Jay kicked my face.
It's not the first time I've kicked somebody in the face.
No.
There were two
He
times I
has
kicked
he
somebody
has
in
a
the
bit of
face.
a-
One,
has a bit
somebody
of a
wasn't
theme
there for a
going.
performance of Newsies, so the spacing was weird. So I did a pike in midair. I can't control how far I go, and the windows were non-existent. So we got too close. Her face went down, my foot went up, and I
Not
kicked
for
her
you,
in the
you
face
just-
and chipped her tooth. It was bad.
For you, I was just kind of
That's
like
good.
monkey in there, and then you just kicked me.
Well, because
I've chipped
I'm
my
trying to
teeth
get out
3
of the
times.
vines, and my leg is up, and Royce was really close to me, so I go once, and I go boop, and I kick him right in the
So-
face.
I
had a
chipped my
fight scene
teeth
after,
3
right?
times. First time in
Mm.
3rd grade, second time in 6th grade, and I chipped it like this year.
Jeez.
Yeah. So I had a
Look,
fight
look.
scene after, right?
Back
And
easily.
I vividly remember
Oh, I
afterwards
see.
going backstage and seeing that my mouth was completely like stained red.
My fault, dog. My fault.
Yeah.
You have a bad relationship with other people's teeth.
Facts.
Yeah.
But let me just say though, I literally am so like I'm so still dead because my final scene in that show is
It was very good the last.
exhausting. Because that final scene is me pointing a gun at Hope, wanting to finish off the Romanov family, and it's the most intense scene I think I've ever performed.
My exhausting
agree.
stuff is all in Act 1.
Yeah, my Petersburg dude.
Slayed
Exhausted.
every time.
I wanted to
Oh,
sing along.
Thank you. It was
I
I
actually
just
wanted to
remember
sing along.
going to meet and greet on the final show of the first weekend, and Molly Scott, her little sister was one of my day camp kids in 2021. She was in like the 3rd row directly in front of where I started that scene. So I'm like, wonder how she's taken this.
Oh.
Because girl is barely 8,
Yo.
and she's just like, and she's
Nah,
watching
she's-
me hold a gun to somebody's head.
Ever since Frozen, so she saw me in Frozen, right? Wherever she was like itty bitty, probably like 4. And
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
Kristoff,
I love
right?
her.
And ever since then, she comes up and she's like, Kristoff.
Oh.
Like, every show I've done. And now with her, I still get Kristoff. With everyone else, I get SpongeBob. Like even during this,
He
someone
thinks
was like,
I'm her big brother.
You're SpongeBob, right?
Anytime
I
I
was like,
watch
yeah, I
the
was-
show, I'm like, that's Royce.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Jack.
yeah.
I want to like audience input. Chloe, how did you feel about
I was
Anastasia?
trying to get to that.
That show was so good, especially the scene where you were holding the gun to Hope's head. That was my favorite one. Like my jaw was on the floor.
Sorry, that's like a
I had full body chills. Like,
God, no, I'm just
sitting next to Maggie. I was sitting next to Maggie, and I showed her like my full body was covered in goosebumps. It was so good.
no. Thank you so much. That scene was terrifying. I would get off stage and either the brown underneath the black on my vest had come out, so I had to like pack underneath, or my boot on my left foot
That boot
hated me
I fixed.
so many
multiple
times.
Dude,
I
I
thought-
ripped my
I thought
jacket and I
Anastasia-
ripped my
I
pants
thought
so
Anastasia
And
many
was
so
times.
good.
the zipper would be fine, and then it would split at the bottom, and it would low-key just like keep going up and up
Yo.
and
I
up
fixed
and up.
it.
Wait,
like, I
wait,
think
wait,
twice,
real quick,
so-
Sam, 1 second, real quick. I had for the whole first act of one of the shows. You know where I'm going. No, don't spoil it. My fly, completely down.
Oh,
It was really funny.
completely down.
That
I think it's
happened.
Saturday morning.
I changed into my gray jacket for meet and greet because that's like my favorite costume I've ever worn in my entire life. And I like tuck the shirt and everything, and I go out to meet and greet, and I realized that like talking to like 3 of like my closest friends on my flies down, I'm like, hey, thank you guys for coming, thank you so much, and I'm like, thank you.
I totally forgot that I have tattoos, and so during the ballet, I have to cover them because I'm supposed to.
You
And I did not
You did
for like
not.
3 of the shows,
did
and
not.
I totally forgot about it because it's on my shoulder blade, so I can't see it most of the time. And so the only person that would like dog on me for it would be Miss Tracy, and she would be like, "I can see your back," and I'm like, "Yeah, what about it?" And she's like, "You have that thing on your back," and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
"Oh, I forgot about that."
Yeah, the tattoos. The tattoo is like I wasn't like even that noticeable. Like people just like have them. It's
Mhm.
fine.
I mean, I forget that I have it. So.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sam, what did you think about the show?
I thought it was really good. My favorite part was the train. When
Yes.
it was so fun to watch.
My favorite line of the entire show was Lily was beautiful, confident,
Confident,
married,
married,
everything
Everything
I
I
look
want
for in a
in a
woman.
funniest scene ever.
And then the sign, when Josh like brushes his shirt, and then she tucks the hair behind her ear, and they both just go.
Oh, yeah.
"Rawr." My
So funny.
Well, my favorite scene is you're pointing the gun to Hope's head. But my funny favorite scene is when that kid says, "I'm gonna die soon."
I'm gonna die soon.
Gideon!
Gideon!
I'm gonna die soon.
My
You're
son.
gonna die
That's
soon.
stupid. Everyone knows who they are.
My son too.
Oh wait,
What?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
They make fish, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was
Nice,
your
nice.
son. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
technically mine as well. So
yeah. Yo!
3 people
that
sharing
was the
same
weirdest
son.
show. Oh my gosh, that was the weirdest show.
I kind of.
I swear, if I ever have to wear a pregnant belly again, I'm going to kill.
Dude, me too. If I ever have to wear a pregnant belly again, oh my god.
Oh,
I remember like you just walking during rehearsals, and you just walk up to me and go, "Jay, I'm pregnant."
Are you
it was
pregnant?
large too.
Are you pergananan?
Pergananan.
Are you
pregnant?
pregnant?
That's a video.
Big Fish sounded like so much fun.
It was
so
really
But
fun.
fun.
I know,
13
Jay wants
It
to
was
talk
kind of a
about
13
that.
was
fever dream.
so
It was
fun.
I will
really
never shut up
sad.
about that show. It was so
No.
fun.
It was
13 though.
Sorry.
I was in
sad.
13.
You were.
Oh my
I also
gosh.
want to talk about one more little blooper thing that happened in Anastasia because it's my favorite thing that ever happened in any rehearsal ever whatsoever. It was so funny. So there was this one rehearsal. I think it was like the first or second rehearsal, and we were practicing Land of Yesterday. And we were in the Neva Club.
Is this the water?
Jay knows, yeah, Jay knows what we're going with.
Water.
And so basically, shh. And so we're doing this scene, and we pass a cup all the way down a line until it gets to Ashley. And then
You
she
should have
raises
warned
the cup.
Ashley.
Shh. And so what happened was we were practicing with timing of it and, working on when do we start it, blah, 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 like how long we need to have it for, what lyric, whatever. And so Ashley had to go work with Brandon, I think, or Jamie. I don't know. She went off somewhere. And we decided that Mika was like, y'all are not very convincing about the cup. So we're going to take this little like cup and put a little bit of water in it so that, you can like have like the weight in it. So we were practicing passing this cup along, and then Ashley comes back and we go to do it. Nobody told Ashley that we put water in it. So it gets to the end of the line and Ashley whips the cup up and it was about like a quarter full. The entire cup of water went down onto Ashley. And I don't think I heard the end of that for about a couple of weeks because she was not.
Don't say a couple of weeks. You still haven't heard the end of it.
Oh no, I saw. She's not happy. To this day, she is not happy about it. But it was really funny, and I mean it wasn't one of the rehearsals that everyone was called, so not a lot of people actually knew about it or saw it. But she was not. You were there. You just didn't see it.
Though.
She's
Just
to this
tap
day is
dancing and
not
anything goes.
happy about. I remember watching Anything Goes and watching literally. I don't know what her name is. She played the lead. I'm so
Laurelyn?
sorry. Yeah.
It was Reno
I
Sweeney.
remember watching.
Yeah.
I remember watching her tap fly, like the tap part of her shoe fly off in the middle of the show. And I was just like, oh, that is so unfortunate.
It fell off the entire first weekend, and then the second weekend she bought new shoes.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I felt really bad for her because those things aren't necessarily cheap.
No, well, they were also really bad ones, so
She's
she
not
went to
cheap.
Sodance and bought new ones.
Talking about
Yeah,
your
so-
blooper during High School Musical, Zeke, he's supposed to pie Elise, and so he normally would throw it at her face, but it would get on her mic, and we couldn't have that happen. So
Oh,
I
no.
didn't know he was supposed to throw it at her like chest. So he does that one day, and I look at him. And I look at the cake, and there's no whipped cream. And then I look at her face, and I see no whipped cream. So I look at the ground, and there's no whipped cream. I'm like, where did it go? But
You're right, where did it
because
go?
he shows me the cake before he throws it at her. So I'm like, I saw the whipped cream. But then I see Will, and he like dips his finger. And I'm like, did Will eat all the whipped cream?
Oh no. It's just gone.
Dude,
Sorry.
If
Just
it
where
was
did it
a
go?
whipped
Not on
cream,
the floor.
if it was a whipped cream made out of root beer milk, man,
It probably was.
that
beer
would
milk.
be down
Gosh.
so fast.
Root beer milk flavored. Guys, I think you should have put root beer milk in the
No.
cup. Just pass me.
I think-
Ooh,
No, I
classy,
think we
give
should
me
put
a
root beer
bow.
milk in everything.
No.
No.
Dude, next time I make a soup instead of like beef broth.
Oh no.
I will
In
not
your
Root
be
beer
mom's new
milk.
flavor root beer milk.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Dude, but it's gotta be served cold so it doesn't like
Okay, not gonna lie.
so gross.
Need to move on
Okay, so
right now.
awards. Let's go to
Okay.
awards. So for the Anastasia awards, the Watchdog was Michaela. Leapfrog was Natalie. Spark was Isaac. Oh, I love
totally deserved.
Isaac's Riz is great.
the Screwball was
You're
Rita.
not wrong.
And then for the first time since Footloose, we actually had a tie for the Rose and the Braveheart. So how cool was that? Hope got the Rose and Will Stevenson got the Braveheart.
Yep, and now Will Stevenson has to wait 6 weeks for his.
Yeah.
So he has to wait 6
6
weeks
to
for
8
the
weeks.
blanket.
because of
6
the
8
8
weeks for the blanket. And then so Jack created a thing called What's the Crichton Crud?
Oh yeah, so I thought it
Oh.
was important for people to know about what exactly the Crichton Crud is.
That should have been
It's
one of
a
our
curse more than
sponsors.
anything.
Yeah.
This video
Yeah.
is sponsored
By the Crichton Crud.
Personally, I don't want to be sponsored by the Crichton Crud. I think it's a bad image. So,
It's a bad image.
but
Rat
It is a little
crud.
what's
Crichton
what's the
Crud.
best way to describe the Crichton Crud?
It sucks.
Yeah, it literally just
Your
sucks.
throat
It's-
feels all warm and your uvula feels swollen and you feel like death.
You feel like
I
dead.
Yeah.
feel like the Crichton Crud is more of like it is more of a curse than anything.
I would say it's an urban
It's a
legend, but
witch's
it's very real.
Are you
It
talking
hit
about
me
Yeah,
Jenny?
during.
it's very real.
Like,
thing.
I've
you
heard,
talking
I've
about
I think
heard
it's all the
rumors.
asbestos in the building.
I have never gotten it
Rumors and
until Big
confusion.
Fish. I was perfectly fine through all of Tech Week. So bam! Hit me
I was not
directly
okay
on
during
opening.
Big Fish.
Jay, I'm gonna brag to you. I was fine the whole time.
Who asked you?
No one, but I
Exactly.
inserted myself into this.
I think y'all are
conversation.
talking about Jenny, right?
Yeah,
no.
Jenny.
No.
And he gives us
This
the
is the
Crichton
Crichton
Hood.
Something
Hood.
different, but yes.
This
I
is all of the
remember
mold and
Brandon was
asbestos
trying
in
to,
the
like, tell
ceilings of the
everybody
Crichton.
about
Let's be
They
honest
even
here.
though they redid the floors, it's still not
They didn't
better. Like,
redo
at
the
all.
I
ceilings.
checked
Yeah,
the
but
green
that's-
room. The new floors are already so disgusting.
Yeah.
It's true.
Wait,
Like, how-
I didn't.
how
They
do
put
you
new
do
floors.
that?
I didn't go up there
How is
once.
that?
Yeah, they put new floors in the
Oh,
green room. They're
crazy.
wooden, and they're honestly already like disgusting. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, as long as we
Thanks,
get
little
new
girl.
AC by next decade, we're fine.
Dude, even the floors are infected with Crichton crud. I mean,
Yeah.
like it's bad. Like
And the vents
We
are
should-
all
wait,
nasty.
will we
The Crichton
decide
has
to
not
use-
seen a
The
duster
vents are
since
nasty.
1943.
Yeah, they need
Like,
some
Bro,
cleaning.
I'll. They can hire me. I'll climb through the vents.
Okay.
because
I'll
you're
go up
short.
there. I'll get. Yeah. I'm short. I mean, I have to like cram through. But
Evan
where's-
decided we're not allowed to use the stage right upstairs dressing room bathroom because we'll get some kind of disease.
there are several diseases in there. There has to be.
Dude.
And I'm pretty sure I did get a disease. So
You know
Yeah.
what? Worth it. Yeah,
Hello.
dude. You know what they say when you gotta go. You gotta go. So I mean, if you
Like-
gotta go there,
it was intermission, and somebody was in the bathroom downstairs, and I was just like, I'm just gonna use the one in my dressing room. And Evan was
hey,
like,
hey,
No,
hey,
you're gonna get a
hey.
disease.
hey, but you
Nope,
wanna
you're
know?
gonna
You wanna know?
die,
You wanna know?
Jesus.
You're gonna die.
You wanna know a
So,
surefire way
Charlie,
to
do one
not
more
go?
quick question.
Well, I want. Okay, so I
Yeah,
went into the-
there's
I
one
went
last
to-
question left.
Wait, there's a
Yeah.
certain mindset we have.
No, Royce, no.
Say it.
Jack, do you know the mindset?
Maybe.
I don't know if I should say.
Just say it, and then if we need to do
Cut it,
something,
cut.
do
Jay, if I'm gonna say it, you have to join in with me.
No.
Well then I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
it. Well, no,
they'll
we
be
got
lost.
this far. Now you gotta say
They'll
it.
be okay. Fine. So this originated during Godspell, because you need the context, right? I'm about to turn on. the- So, what happened, right? I think it was me. We were about to go on. I was like, "Hey,
Oh, no.
I really gotta go to the bathroom."
And Kai Woods says, and he like huddles us all in a
Kai
circle.
Woods huddles us in a circle and he goes, "Guys, pooping is a mindset. It's in the mind.
If you gotta go,
Some
you
sort of-
don't. You don't got to.
You don't gotta go, dude. If you feel like you're gonna suck it back in, no, it's not going."
One last question. One last
Okay.
question. What's the last question?
Yeah. What's your question?
Let's move on, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, you
yeah.
can cut that out.
That's
Okay,
us.
so wait, are we ready for the quick question?
No, it's Sam had a question.
Oh, go for it.
Oh,
Sam?
do I answer it? Okay. Wait, it's
You got this.
You said you
one
had a
second.
question. Okay.
Okay, the show I would
Happening.
want to do again.
Wait, no, wait.
That-
Okay. Uh, we have to introduce. Okay. All right. Who's ready for the quack question?
Quack
Yeah.
question.
Oh.
Yay.
My fault. my
No.
fault.
Intro. Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
so since Sam was already ready to answer the question, I'll let him go first. Go
My
ahead.
fault.
Oh,
So
wait,
wait.
Okay, so today's quack question comes from Adam. Ayo.
Is that Chad?
Yeah, it is. All right, so his question: which show do you want to do again, and why?
Oh.
And Sam was already talking, so Sam, go first.
My fault. That was my bad.
Fine.
Any show like
What's
Any
the
show.
one show you want to do again?
you probably could have guessed it, like 13 though. You guys don't
13.
understand the freedom I had in that show. I had power. I could literally
Sam
do
twerked on stage. It was wonderful.
anything. Yes. No. I was like, can I do this? And then Mr. Pajesco was like, sure, go ahead. He would encourage it. It was awesome. And then like, oh my god, doing a show with Kai, like, and Ellie, and like everybody in the show is so talented. Like,
That's all people in the show.
It was a really good show.
So
it was
Yeah,
so
it was good.
fun.
well, of course I didn't see it. I was.
He was in Boomtown.
Oh no.
He was in
But
Doha.
I did want to see 13 though. To the show.
It was
Who
awesome.
wants to answer this question next?
I will.
Chloe, yeah.
Oh, Chloe, go ahead.
I really want to do High School Musical again. Like, I know it just ended, but that was like my favorite show I've ever done. Like, it was so
That
awesome.
feels like so long ago.
And getting to meet so many new people too. Like, some of these people I hadn't seen in years, and then some of these people I've literally never met before.
Yeah.
So it was so much fun.
I feel like that show's so long ago because like I did
I know.
High School Musical, and then the next weekend I was at Anastasia, and then that Sunday I was in West Side Story rehearsals.
Oh, yeah, you're in West Side.
Yeah, and I was
Who are you
like,
playing in that one now?
I'm anxious, like in the show. I'm not.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm not actually
I'm anxious right now. I mean,
I'm anxious every time I record this podcast.
So I think for me, one show, I have two. I want to do Godspell again.
Godspell, period.
I want to do Godspell again. I literally love that show. I wanted more people to see it. I would go back for the people who had no idea what CYT was. I wanted them to see the show so bad. And
wanted
then
to see it so bad.
I'm pretty sure this is Jack's answer too. I want to do Les Mis so bad. I would go back and do Les Mis in an instant.
Ren.
Ren.
Okay.
I sent him so many stargrams.
You can say this. It's fine.
Okay, I mentioned this in the podcast back when we did it 3 years ago, but I'm not gay, but
Oh my.
Great way to start.
okay, Royce, you can agree with me on this. Renato
Magdaleno.
Do you want me to be honest with you, Jack?
Yes, I do.
I don't agree.
Like root beer
Hot
milk.
take.
What did you say, Jack? What did you say?
I don't like root beer milk. If you don't think that Ren
Take
is hot.
that back.
And you take that back.
You take
Unhinged
that back.
that has become.
Take it back.
You take yours back.
I
Okay,
will
so
bite
basically,
your nose off.
Ren played Enjolras in Les Mis, and he was his first time, and all of the Barricade boys thought he was fine. And then he did Les Mis and dipped, and we've like never seen him since.
The jawline.
I was his biggest fan. No,
He can cut stone for real.
I sent him like 10 stargrams.
That's fine by me.
Yeah,
No, I was like, I'm your biggest
send him
fan.
20.
I would do Les Mis.
You know what?
again
I
in
sent
an
him 30,
instant
Jack.
for Ren
I
and
sent
Ren
him
alone, but
I send him 40.
You know, I was just joking with you.
I would spend $500 on
I
Stargrams
get
for
5 million stargrams.
Okay,
You know
fair,
what? No,
fair.
I
You can
get
do that.
infinite stargrams.
Okay,
You can do
okay,
that. You can
sit
do that.
down.
You can do that.
So,
Oh, should I go next?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, yes, Jay already said my answer. But a few years ago, it would have been High School Musical because I liked how small the cast was, and it was like it was really fun stuff. But yeah, it's Les Mis for obvious reasons. I feel
Ren.
Like
Ren is his obvious
not,
reason.
It's not just because of Ren, even though it's a really good answer. It's just for just Les Mis in general. Maybe I kind of want to go back and just have either play Marion, Javert.
Yeah. I would play Mary Javert or Jean Valjean. I don't care which one.
Yeah.
Kinsey, go.
Oh, okay. If I could do a show again, I would probably. I mean, I've done Anastasia twice now, so I wouldn't say Anastasia. I probably, if I'm being honest, I would do The Wedding Singer the musical again.
Ooh.
But with a different cast because that was my freshman year of high school, and I kind of didn't get any chances because I was a freshman. So I mean, it's actually it's a comedy, but in all honesty, it's a really sweet show.
Yeah.
So I'd like to go back and do it again.
Yeah.
As somebody who's older and maybe with a different cast because I really did hate the cast. Sorry.
KHS.
I would like.
Fine.
Yes.
You get it? I went to the same high school. It's whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
I
a lot of high school theaters do have more toxic environments than places like CYT or
Yeah.
Imagination
So
or whatever.
That's like-
high school.
I would
I
like
think
to
a
talk
lot of
about
public school theaters aren't so good. Like the only
Yeah,
good ones I really know are I don't know, Lone Star has pretty
Woodlands.
good.
Woodlands
It's
High School
really
has
good. And the Woodland,
insane
yeah.
theater.
A lot of people come
Yeah.
to CYT because they can't stand their high school theater.
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
that's a big
I
thing
mean,
coming here.
I kind of wanted to talk about how the fact Anastasia, even though I'm technically not aging out until next season, Anastasia is my last CYT show because by the time I'll have time to do. I know I won't be able to do another one before I do age out. So I was so sad after Anastasia ended because I've actually found. I mean, I've talked about this with him, but I've actually found a community where I feel accepted and welcomed, and
Yeah.
that it's not completely biased. We don't have a favoritism system.
Yes.
It's very fair, and I'm just really sad now because I don't get to experience. anything
Don't
like
be
CYT
shy,
again.
intern.
Maybe I will.
Don't be shy, do Matilda.
I can't do Matilda. I'm in another show right now. Plus, I'm directing a show.
Ooh,
and I
what is it?
auditioned
What is
for-
it?
I'm directing a show called High School Judge and Jury. It's a bunch of freshman kids. So it's a one act that I have to direct, and it's in January. So God bless me.
Wait, Kinsey, I have a question.
And then I'm.
Sorry.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay.
No, please.
So, I asked Chloe Peterson this question last week. Did you know that
no.
your high school was built by a person who constructed prisons?
I did know that.
Okay,
That
cool.
is why
She said
all
it
of
several
the-
times.
I've actually talked to him about this because all of our stairwells are very open, and the concept of the school is very open so that you can see everything because it was.
Because that's
all
how
built
prisons
by
are supposed to be. You know?
someone who
It's
designed
like,
prisons.
all right, everybody get up. All right, I need to do a roll call, make sure everybody's here.
That's how it
Hey,
feels.
You know, that actually makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. Like, I thought that concept was
Yeah.
weird, but like, he constructed prisons, so I mean, like, he did the
Yeah.
only thing he knows how to do.
Kingwood High School is one of the only schools that's not like a basic layout school. Like some of the other schools in our district
Greek,
have the
what?
same layout.
Yeah, I
Huh?
know, but like, Kingwood's just not that. I know.
Kingwood has a different layout than most schools because it was built by a different designer. I mean,
Kingwood just had to be
Kingwood is the
different.
And
oldest
also,
school.
it kind of rebuilt itself
Well,
in
it was the first
2017 when it flooded. So,
Oh, true.
Oh, don't get me started.
Jay, what
Our
show
school has
would you
flooded
do?
twice.
yeah, our
again?
school is flooded a
What
lot.
would I? What would
Summer
I?
Creek's never flooded.
What?
Oh wait,
Don't even go
no,
there.
it's
I don't
Royce.
say that.
Royce, what show would
Royce.
you do again?
Yeah, Royce,
What
it's your
would
turn to
I?
answer the question.
Moving on.
What would I do again?
Which show would you do again and why?
Why
Is
want
this SpongeBob?
I want to do a show of inspiration.
So
I want to
SpongeBob.
inspire people.
SpongeBob.
I wanna.
Gotta be
I
SpongeBob.
want to be great.
Well, you're doing.
I
Well,
don't
you're
know,
doing
I'm just saying
SpongeBob
things.
again.
I am
doing-
doing SpongeBob again.
If I see
Are you
you,
really?
Excited to see
if I
it.
see you as SpongeBob again, you get cast as SpongeBob again. I'm never gonna let you live it down that you were SpongeBob for even longer.
Okay.
Haha, hey, I was.
No, I'm not a
I'm
simple-
SpongeBob
Honestly,
again.
I was
What was
honestly,
that?
honestly.
Honestly,
Sorry, I'm stoned. I want to do Les Mis
Yep.
again, but I want to be Marius.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course I do. Yeah. Well, no, actually, I lied. Take that back. Backtrack. I want to do Newsies again. I want to be Jack.
yeah.
Oh, he's talking about that a lot, actually.
I want to be Jack.
I want
I really
Mika
wanna
to
be Jack.
choreograph Newsies again.
I was
Oh
still,
my
I really want to be
Gosh.
Jack.
I was still here when I was doing Newsies, and when they announced it as the fall show, I got so mad because I couldn't do fall shows.
Hmm.
I wanted to do Newsies.
You had the same
Anyways,
issues with
Let's
Godspell, but you
ask
were in
Chloe our
Boomtown.
And
question,
Anastasia.
I feel like.
And then you were in Wheat
Well, we
Cowland.
already
for
answered the
Anastasia.
question. Yeah,
We've
she's asking
answered
me.
all the
Oh,
questions.
oh,
Yeah.
we did answer all the
If
questions.
only I went to the
Yay!
University of Houston, I'd be able to do it. But I'm
True.
not. I'm not doing that. OU is where I'm supposed to be for now.
In Wheat Cowland.
In Wheat Cowland, yes. Also, it could be
Bro,
called
they don't
Wheat
got
Weed
HEBs.
Cowland.
No HEBs.
Dude, Jack,
Like
you can't go,
tumbleweed.
right
No
now, or I
HEBs.
can't-
That's
No
that's-
HEB
that's
land.
I have a
about
question.
too.
How are
no
you
chicken
surviving?
Salad, no sushi, no root beer milk.
Nope,
It's
there we go.
sucks.
How do you survive without the root beer milk?
No, no.
So
Yeah, that
Chloe,
sounds
what are
pretty
your
hard.
genuine thoughts on root beer milk? I want to know. Is that it?
Let's
No.
all collectively get Royce root beer milk.
Yo, guys, hear me out. I have an idea.
Kinsey,
I have an
how would
idea.
you
We
feel
all
about
meet up.
lemon bar milk?
Oh, can we do that?
Guys,
please?
no,
No.
I have a plan.
I will
Can I
cry.
propose a plan? Can I propose a plan? In a week, we all meet up at an HEB.
No.
Right?
I'll be back.
And we buy a
Yeah.
thing of
We'll be
root
there.
beer milk. Yeah, well,
I'm back
Jack,
for
I'll
HEB.
fly you
I'm
in.
back for chicken salad.
Fly you in.
We'll
I
meet,
will
we'll meet
fly
up
you
at a
in.
Heb for Keely.
No. Never call it that again, or I will turn this house around somehow. I tell Tell.
Turn this house
I will
around.
turn this
Dude,
house.
he will turn.
What
He
if-
He will
We're not
turn
in
this house
Kansas
upside
anymore.
down and like spin it like a drill till it goes to the core of the earth.
Jay, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Okay, so hear me out. So we're working on like possibly doing some merch, right? We got sweatshirts. Let's say this.
We're ordering sweatshirts.
Yeah. Okay, so what if we start making our own brand of root beer milk?
Yo, dude, I respect that.
Why?
Goose milk. Okay, even since root beer
We
flavor.
would get at least $1
Milk.
million.
Goose milk.
Dude, at least that's
Is
a bare
Kinsey
minimum.
okay?
Oh, goose
Root beer
milk.
milk sponsored by Goose Quack Podcast.
milk.
I'm literally gonna die if we do not end this podcast in the next 2 minutes. Okay, so that's all that we have.
Yay.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah,
We hope you enjoyed this really, really long episode.
Yeah, we're very sorry that half the podcast is about root beer milk, but I think you'll like it. Okay,
Go try root beer milk.
Alright, I need to go to the store right now to see if they have root beer milk.
Yes.
And if
Yep.
they do, I'll add it to the end of this podcast, like me and Jay reacting to
Yay.
root beer milk.
Okay.
If you guys want to go and do the same and send me your video, do it.
Please.
Like, no.
Chloe, go to HEB and buy root beer milk right now. Sam, do the same.
I'll see you there.
Okay.
I'm gonna go drive and pick Sam up and get some root
No, we
beer
gotta vroom. We gotta vroom and get some root beer
milk.
milk.
To stop the podcast, it's long.
Okay. Thank you everybody for listening to episode 2. We'll be back next Monday.
I think so.
We'll decide what we're gonna talk about there. But yeah, thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Sayonara.
Mission failed.
There's no root beer milk.
There's no root beer milk.
According to one guy, like we were looking for, and he's like, "It's so good. I wish we got the root beer. I took all of it." I'm like, and we really wanted the root beer milk, but we just couldn't find it.
I wanted the root beer milk.
Yeah, I didn't want the root beer milk, but we're.
Hey, but you know what? Now we're here this far. Now we're gonna get some Bahama Bucks instead.
Let's go.
So it's worth it or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Thanks
then,
for listening to the podcast.
Yeah, but then after this, we got a podcast to edit. So
Go buy your root beer milk.
go buy your root beer milk at your local HEB if they have it.
Part of a balanced breakfast, guys.
Part of a balanced breakfast.